So the oh,
That's okay. I'm taking video this time.
sure. So trypsin, it's you don't want to keep them in room temperature too much. They do clean themselves. They are other than digesting other proteins, they also digest themselves. So you don't want to keep them in room temperature too much. So that's why we add a part of trypsin also, just into small added parts, so we are not heating up all of them at once. So remember, we already cleaned the surface once, but it's usually, if you are not sure, it's always a good thing to clean the surface again. Since it has been a while, so I usually just clean it again. So clean the glove and take some paper towel and wipe it down. And while you're wiping it down, just don't stick your head into it. It's it's something that a lot of people do when they started out. It's really hard to do this. Okay. For us, we also have an extra precaution. So this is So we also have an open flame to just flame the cap, but you don't flame it too long because you're going to melt the plastic. Just a couple seconds enough to burn through the bacteria. So like this. Be careful of your hand, just don't touch the flame. You don't need to do it too much. It's just warm to the touch. It's not burning hot. So that's enough to do sterilize. So that's enough. Okay. Turn off the fire always. We have a vacuum line, and then so this is a vacuum line, and then you need to take a look. So the vacuum line goes through this waste bottle, and then come back up. So so basically when you suck in a vacuum, everything will go from this tube, and then go down into the top. So you'll go into the flask. The vacuum line is attached to the side, so it doesn't really, so the vacuum line is over here, so it's cooling the air from over there behind. So that's how you're sucking things inside. So this this waste is going to contain cells and everything. So when it's warm, pour bleach, or just pure bleach into it, and then shake it around, wait a few minutes, a few minutes to an hour, and then pour it down the sink, and then rinse it out because it's bleach, so you don't want too much bleach in the sink. So just rinse it out.
That's
so
good.
Simple enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I'm applying a vacuum line. So now I'm applying the vacuum.
Okay.
So now it has a so
okay.
it has a suction over here. And then it's always a good idea to clean a vacuum line because they come in contact with these cells, so you're not sure what's inside. So it's good to just wash the line, just to make sure the line is clean. So just put your ethanol right next to it and spray a little bit into it. That's all. Okay. So now we are ready for splitting. So usually this is a time. So usually I would already know how much I want to split, and then I take out my plate. Okay. So at this moment, because I walk away, so
It's good for you to see it.
I'm confident the surface is clean, but I'm not confident my gloves are clean, so I need to clean my glove. Okay. And then we need to expire the media. So these things are autoclaved. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with autoclaving.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So they are autoclaves that are clean. They're clean glass pipette. This is something that's counterintuitive. You don't put things upside down like this. You put things actually face down.
So nothing gets inside of it.
Yeah, exactly. And also the reason is we clean the surface. So the surface is clean, we know for sure. So then make sure, so it makes more sense to touch the surface instead of letting the airborne stuff on there. So we use a glass pipette.
That's how you're going to aspirate it out.
Right.
Remember, he has to aspirate the medium.
The same way with a cell culture tab, just keep it like face down. So just make sure everything is gone.
That was quick.
Yep. It depends on how strong your vacuum line is. And
So
then
now he's going to add how much is he going to add, Peter?
1.5.
There you go.
So I actually need to wash it once with trypsin. So remember the serum has some inhibitors.
Right.
So we actually wash it once to make sure we get rid of all the serum. So that's about 1.5. It doesn't need to be very exact, but it should be approximately correct. So let's go into laser. So once you add it, you need to make sure it gets to everywhere, right? So you just kind of slowly let it flow around to cover every single places. Okay. And then you aspirate out the wash. And now you do this again. So these are also sterile. They are packed to be sterile. And you open them inside the hood, not outside.
See his technique? He's not pulling them out till he's ready to use it.
It's important to catch things if you are not going to do anything with them. So again, just keep everything under trypsin, just flow the liquid around to cover every place. And now let's move it. So, let it go into an incubator. Wait about 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. So during this time, you can, for me, I will just get rid of the glass. So the glass can go to glass waste because the way the glass waste are handled, they are being burnt and then renewed. So when the burning process kills the bacteria, so they don't need to be special waste. And then clean the line again. Clean the surface again. So, oops, sorry. It's a lot of cleaning. Actually, cell culture is a lot about keeping everything sterile and clean. Okay. So now the surface is clean. I'm going to take a new flask. But since I'm waiting for it anyways, I'm taking a new flask. That's what it's going to split into. We have a marker that's sterile inside here. So
what made it sterile? That you only opened it up in there from the beginning?
Yeah, open it in there. Also wipe them with alcohol at the start. So I'm going to do a 1 to 6 or 1 to 5. Yeah, I'll do 1 to 6. So usually it's important to have a split number so you know how full they are. Cell line name, it's absolutely crucial to keep it. My own name on there, so it's like my flask instead of other people's. But yeah, you should at least, at a very minimum, you should have all this information on your cell line flask. They are really important for your own care. Okay? And then now it's a good time to add the media. Yeah, just different sizes, so I'm just choosing the size that fits my purpose best.